Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. And today is the 2nd of February, meaning we are exactly 1 month away for The Flash Season 7 to finally hit our screens. And well, to celebrate that 1 month, we have an insane new trailer that literally dropped as soon as I woke up, but I couldn't do like an immediate trailer breakdown for it because I had to go to school. But anyways, this is my trailer breakdown for the second trailer that we've had since the DC Fandome trailer. Totally new footage and contains footage from the first 3 episodes, and I will be breaking it all down and giving you guys some theories and speculations to what could potentially be going on. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play the trailer due to copyright issues, and I don't want to risk disputing the copyright claim, so for those who haven't seen the trailer, I will link the trailer in the description down below. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into this breakdown. Now, this trailer starts off with Barry's hand under someone else's hand, and we get a jolt of like blue lightning as he's being touched by someone. So could this potentially be like after he gets the new Speed Force working? Because there is a detail you guys may have missed while watching the trailer, and I'll obviously go over that when I get there. But this could also be a scene during the Flash Season 1 where Iris obviously touches Barry while he's on the coma, and she gets that blue electric shock, and obviously that's how she finds out that Barry Allen was the Flash. But we do have Barry saying "come back to me," so this could probably be like a memory with Iris or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Now we do see Barry in the suit display area. As you guys could see, it's now changed to some sort of like chamber for Barry to control his speed maybe. Or it could also be something that teleports him into the Mirrorverse, and I'll get more into that later on as well. But one detail you would have missed when you saw this shot is that all of the text on the monitors are reversed, meaning Barry is in the Mirrorverse over here, which is pretty cool to see, and not many people really noticed that. We then cut to Iris in the Mirrorverse, and she is pretty much going insane. She is having this hallucination of her having dinner with Barry Allen. Now you can tell we are in the Mirrorverse because a shot later on in the trailer, we do actually see Iris sitting over there touching her head and basically going insane. So no, the West Allen duo do not reunite yet. We will eventually get there, but during this shot they haven't reunited. This is just Iris hallucinating Barry. But then we have Barry in the lounge, and he's looking really stressed out because this is probably in episode 1, and we obviously find out in this trailer that Barry is an inch away from being powerless. But we do get this other dark scene in the trailer again. It seems like he's talking to Chester by the looks of it, so this is probably like a scene just before Chester walks into the lounge. We then cut to this montage of Eva McCulloch, aka Mirror Mistress. Cisco is basically mentioning how threatening she is and how she can go through not just any mirrors but any reflective surface possible. Obviously Team Flash want to stop her from pursuing more of her plans. We obviously didn't get to her endgame yet. We are nearing that, as this episode will probably be the episode where we will be introduced to her plan. We don't know what it is yet because after all, this was meant to be the last 3 episodes of The Flash Season 6, just with like a couple of tweaks and changes. Now moving on, we actually see Sue Dearborn over here as well, and quite a lot of people were wondering what would happen with her due to the whole Ralph Dibny situation. But we see Sue dressed as like a CCPD officer over here, so she's probably going undercover for a reason. And that is obviously the case because she's been framed last season. But I'm very interested to see what will happen with Sue since Ralph Dibny is no longer there. And if Ralph isn't there, what is the point of having Sue? Because the only reason she was brought in the first place was so she could have that relationship with Ralph. But I'm very interested to see what they will do with Sue now since Ralph is gone. Maybe they'll be able to like squeeze her into Team Flash. I'm not entirely sure. But we then head back to the Blackhole weaponaries deal. This is a scene from episode 1 or 2, but we have Barry confronting Eva by the looks of it. And Eva may not know that Barry has his speed back at this point if this shot is from episode 2. If not, then it's powerless Barry confronting Eva, and he obviously brings backup, which is obviously, as we see, Killer Frost assisting Barry. And by the looks of it over here, Killer Frost is getting a new storyline for this season than originally intended, because her ending from The Flash Season 6 was to write her off for the first half of The Flash Season 7, because at that time Danielle Panabaker was pregnant, so they planned it so they could write her off for the first half of Season 7, and then when she returns for her maternity leave, she will do so post the first half of Flash Season 7. But as we can see over here, she is back in either episode 1, maybe even 2. So yeah, she is getting a new storyline, and we do see her facing off Mirror Mistress as well later on in the trailer, which will be pretty awesome to see. We then head to Mirror Master, but we see that she has like multiple clones of herself standing beside her, and from the lighting of the shots, you can tell that she is facing off Barry. Now this scene is from episode 2, where Barry will run towards her and do the supersonic punch fail. I'm pretty sure that is from that very same scene. I could be wrong about that, but later on in the trailer we do see Eva managing to shoot Barry afterwards. Now we do also get this very same shot of Barry crying just like in the first trailer, and we do get a multiple angles of the very same scene. No idea what is going on over here, but he does look pretty damn emotional from what's going on. So maybe he gets hope that he's able to save Iris by the looks of it, and then that hope is gone and we see him like fail at one point, and this leads him to becoming emotional. That's what I'm guessing could potentially be going on over here, but I could be wrong. But Barry then mentions that he knows how to open a portal to go into the Mirrorverse, which is very interesting. And obviously we do see Barry inside of the Mirrorverse during the start of the trailer, as I alluded to earlier, so it probably does work. Barry will find a way to go inside the Mirrorverse, and that device he was basically sleeping on, if you will, in that chamber like area, that is probably how he's able to transport into the Mirrorverse. I could be wrong about that, that is just speculation. But we do get this shot of Barry in McCulloch Tech, and basically he tries to run towards something and he falls on the floor. So maybe he tries to rush inside of the mirror by trying to go into the Mirrorverse or something, but then he's not able to go through, it just throws him out or something like that. Now Chester actually mentions that Barry has 1% of his speed left and he needs to make it count. So maybe Barry is going to waste that 1% of his speed on the artificial speed force, so he is able to charge up the new speed force and get his speed back like that, so he could finally become the Scarlet Speedster once again. But the second to last shot of the trailer, we do actually see that very scene we saw in the first trailer, where Barry was looking upset and almost looking like he's losing hope, until, as we see from this trailer, jolts of lightning start to spark. And that was my theory all along. I've said that in multiple other videos, and as we can see over here, I was right by the looks of it. Barry does get the artificial speed force to work by the end of episode 1. But something very interesting is that Barry's lightning is not orange. As you can see towards the left hand side, there is some yellow lightning over there, but then right behind him we see blue lightning as well. So by the looks of it, they probably used the artificial speed force as an advantage to change up Barry's lightning color as well, which is pretty damn cool to see. I'm very interested to see how this will properly look while he's doing some speedster scenes. Maybe it could be that like as he's running faster, his lightning color changes. Maybe that's what's going on, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, he does clearly have a different lightning color over here, and I cannot wait to see how it looks. But we do see that Barry is running around the speed lab in that testing area, as we could see from that shot. Now I do have 2 different theory videos coming soon in regards to explaining Barry's new lightning color, but also how Barry gets his speed working. Now just a quick hint to you guys in regards to how Barry could potentially get the speed working. It could be that Barry is using 1% of that speed he has left to charge up the new artificial speed force machine, and that would require him to running across the speed lab, and he would have to run around and around and around until that artificial speed force machine starts to kickstart, and maybe as Barry's running around, that will slowly charge up the artificial speed force with the speed force that he's using to waste that running on, and then he gets the artificial speed force to work like that. That's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong, it's a theory after all. But lastly, we have Nash saying, "Run, Barry, run." Now obviously by the voice tone you would assume that this is Thawne because he says it in like a whispery villainous way, but I'm pretty sure it's Nash. So my prediction over here is that Barry is losing hope that this new Speed Force will be useless and he just can't seem to get it work, and he's obviously getting emotional by it as we do see him crying in that last shot, and he would obviously get emotional because he doesn't have enough speed left. So how is he going to save Iris? How is he going to continue becoming the Flash if his speed is at 1%? But probably we have like Nash motivating him. He's like, okay, run Barry, run. And then this will lead to that scene where we see Barry's Speed Force starting to work and him getting that new lightning color as he's running across the speed lab. I think that's what that motivational speech is for. Who knows? But that was very interesting to see. I know a lot of people thought it was Thawne, but I doubt it is Thawne. I think it is either Nash or it could be Barry communicating with the Speed Force in some way. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought about this trailer. I personally thought it was awesome. I cannot wait to see what they have planned for the Flash season 7. Obviously they didn't have Godspeed yet for this trailer because this is footage for only the first 3 episodes, and Godspeed will be the villain for episode 4 to 10, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's between episode 4 or something, but we do know that after Godspeed we do have another main villain, so that is very exciting to look forward to. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.